Oh man, here we go. Right, hi guys, welcome to another Premier League preview by myself. Today's topic of discussion, of course, is going to be Southampton versus Newcastle. Now, starting with the hosts, Southampton, doing very well this season, I believe. Sitting in seventh place, battling it out for a European place with the likes of Man United, West Ham, Stoke, somewhere that I thought Newcastle would have been this season, having spent 80 million, but hey, what do I know, hey? Been a bit of a mixed bag in the last 5 games for the Saints. They've managed to draw one, lose two, and win two, picking up points against Liverpool, Stoke, and Sunderland, and dropping points to Leicester and Bournemouth, who are no slouches, as we well know. Um, for the Saints, I think they're going to line up how they usually tend to line up, which is quite similar to how we do in recent weeks, with 4-2-3-1. I think Davis is out actually, so that's a plus point for us. But again, Wanyama will step in for him, I believe. But again, the attacking threat is quite scary. The likes of Mane, Pella, Tadic, it's just enough for us basically. I think it's going to be a bit too much for us if I'm honest. Um, in terms of how they're going to attack the game, well, they've got multiple options of attacking the game. Again, they've got the aerial threat of Pella, who we know quite well, having scored 3 goals against us in the last 2 games and having 2 assists against us as well in the process. They've got the pace of Mane and Shane Long as well, who I forgot to mention as well. So again, they can either go aerial, they can either keep it moving quickly, and obviously Long's probably just going to be on the last man, and they can look to attack through the middle with him. So again, we've just got to be on our guard. I'm hoping that we make the right choice and play the right team to kind of stifle those threats, but who knows with the Newcastle team, whether we play the right team or whether those players actually turn up is another thing as well. So before moving on to Newcastle, I just want to say that Southampton fans who are watching this, I idolise your setup in terms of your youth team is absolutely fantastic. The amount of players that you guys have brought in through the years, the likes of Bale, Walcott, Chamberlain, Klein, and Schneiderlin, who've either actually come through the youth ranks or you've bought and progressed on to better players is fantastic. And I would put them up there with the likes of Tottenham, Arsenal, and United in terms of getting the best out of young talent as well. And it's actually surprising that you guys are not further. Had you actually kept those players together all at the same time in the same period, you guys probably would be talking about a top 4 rather than the top 8. Just putting that one out there. In terms of Newcastle, let's go on to Newcastle. I think we're just going to settle for the same team that we put out, making a couple of changes in the process. Same formation, 4-2-3-1. But again, instead of Cesar, I think Mitrovic is actually going to start this game, no excuses. And then again, I'm hoping Stephen Taylor will be dropping out for the likes of Lascelles probably, because I don't think it's going to be, I think it's going to be too soon basically for Colaccini to come back. All in all, same formation, even though it just, I don't know why we just don't go for it basically. We're all but down, everyone's thinking it at the moment. In the back of players' minds, they've got to be thinking it at the moment, so why don't we just go for it? In my eyes, I would go for a 4-4-2, easy, 4-4-2, attacking wingers, 2 forwards, balls into the box at all times, attacking fullbacks, similar to those Keegan days. Again, he must have knew the trick there. Because even back in that day, when we had the likes of Peacock and Howie, not fantastic defenders, but again, we could attack down those wings and we could attack up front. Now, midfielders is something that we've got an abundance of, so why not use them? Just put out there. Having the likes of Townsend, Shelby, Aarons, Sissoko, use them to your advantage, rather than just sit back and then hope to get something out of nothing. But that's just my pet peeve anyway. But again, going back to Rafa, the way he sets us up, obviously tries to make us hard to beat. So again, 4-2-3-1, especially playing away from home, is the way forward. In terms of form, it doesn't look too great for us. I think we've won in like 8 away games or 9 away games. And again, in terms of overall, we've not won in 7 games, and the last game we won was against West Brom, and obviously we've seen how poor they was. Even I was there, and I saw how poor they was. So you can see why Southampton are our favourites for this game. All in all, my head's saying an easy Southampton win, probably going to be a 3-0 victory to the Saints. But my heart is actually saying that Newcastle can get something out of this game, and here's why. When there's games like this that people just write us off completely, similar to Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea, where we've actually got something, we turn up and we turn up well. So again, it wouldn't surprise me if we do actually get something from this game. So here's what I'm going to say. Head says 3-0 Southampton. My heart says 2-2. And again, we get our point. Again, we need more than a point, but I'd rather a point than obviously a loss. And that's just a given there. Obviously, if you like the video, agree to what I say, or you don't agree to what I say, then leave a comment below. Subscribe, like it, don't like it, do something with it. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. But just hopefully, fingers crossed, by this time tomorrow, I might have something positive to say about this game. Peace.